repeated for every single draw or most draws that they do. And then the next one I'm going to is Manitoba. So Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program invited candidates under their PNP streams on December 2nd, and they invited a total of 438 candidates across different streams. So they invite national education stream, right? And they also issued 71 invitations to those who were in express entry. So 71 of those were to candidates that were in the express entry system. And for those of you who may not be familiar with British Columbia and their PNP draws, typically, candidates who are overseas will need to demonstrate some sort of connection to Manitoba. And this can be as a result of having a close relative who lives in Manitoba, so family ties in Manitoba, having previous work experience or studying in the province, or receiving an invitation from their strategic recruitment initiative. So they have these recruitment initiatives from time to time where they can actually directly select people through those initiatives, right? And to note also that with Manitoba, like I said, with the overseas streams, they are targeting people who are outside of Canada, right? So these are also not job-related streams, so no job offer is required. But like I said, you need to have a connection to the specific province, in which case it's Manitoba. All right. And then the next draw that I want to mention is Ontario, popular province. Most of you either know of Ontario, maybe because of Toronto, or you might have relatives living there. I know most people that I talk to know someone, a friend or a relative or somebody living in Ontario, right? It's Canada's most populous province. So Ontario had a draw on December 7th, so that's yesterday as well. And it was a huge draw. So they invited 1,186 candidates to apply for provincial nomination. This draw happened in their newly created, so it was created this year, their expression of interest system, so their EOI system. And of course, the candidates that were selected in this draw, who being a part of the EOI system, were from job offer streams, right? So these were employer job offer streams, and they selected through the foreign worker stream, the international student stream, and the in-demand skills stream. So those three streams were the main categories that they selected from. And they also targeted people under the regional immigration pilot as well. And I'll go over some of the knock codes that were selected. So Ontario tends to focus, especially like the draws that are happening from the EOI system. And it's, like I said, it's a new system, and it's mainly for those with job offers, right? So they had some health and agriculture occupations, so like nurses, aides. You'll find a lot of provinces are drawing people in this knock of late. So 3, 4, 1, 3, nurses, aides, orderlies, and patient service associates. They also had a draw for 4412, which is home support workers. And that excludes housekeepers. They had general farm workers included in this, nursery and greenhouse workers. And then they also, for those who are outside of the GTA, so the GTA being the Greater Toronto Area, they had a whole slew of other occupations. And these looked like they were mostly like skilled trades related. So they had machine operators, metal workers. There was a long list of occupations that were selected. So you could take a look if you can find the information. I think we have it posted on our page as well, at the other occupations that were selected, and that would give you a good idea of who they're looking for too, as well in some of these draws. And the next one I want to touch on is a quick update. There is a program called the Economic Mobility Pathways pilot. And this is a pilot that the government started as a means to help skilled refugees, right? So it's a pilot that recognizes talents and the skills of refugees who are coming to Canada and welcoming them through the existing economic immigration streams, right? So they welcome them through like the PNP or the Atlantic Immigration Pilot or the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot. So they are now accepting applications under this stream, but like I said, it is targeting skilled workers who are refugees, right? So they're trying to create a pathway where they can apply for permanent residence. So that's a new initiative that's being done by the government of Canada. All right. And then the next one, the final one that I will mention right now is the New Brunswick Program, right? So New Brunswick has a virtual recruitment event that's happening right now. And what that means is, and we've shared this before, we've shared this with you guys before, and it's something that they tend to have from time to time, right? So they are kicking off their winter 2021 events, and they are looking for workers, right? And the aim of this recruitment initiative is to connect employers in New Brunswick with workers, right? And so what you guys can do if you are interested in being considered under this stream is to sign up. Go on the website. We can post it for you guys, and you will have to sign up to be considered. Of course, they will ask you for certain documents, and this is why you have to be ready. Like I always, encourage everyone, don't just sit and wait for, some miracle to happen. You have to take steps. You have to and what are the steps that you need to take towards achieving that goal. And when situations or opportunities like these happen, you can be in a position to apply, right? Because it's going to be first to apply, first to get selected if you meet the requirements of what the employer is looking for, right? So for this one, they're looking for bakers, which is 6332, specialized cleaners, 6732, process control and machine operators, that's 9461, and so they will need your language test results. You'll need your ECA report if you have completed that. Of course, your CV is required. And if you have a spouse, they may ask for your spouse's CV as well, right? So, and again, so like the language results and the ECA report, it's required if you have completed them. If you have not completed them, you may still be able to apply, but generally, it's always good if you can have all of the documents that they're looking for. Right? And then, aside from this, New Brunswick is doing some serious work to get in the province. Right now, they are specifically focusing on IT and healthcare workers. So if you work in any of those two industries, that's definitely something that you guys might want to check out as well. We will also post the details as well on our page so that you can check those out. All right, and that's all I got for you guys today. I think I saw a question. Yes, Stacy, we'll post the site so you guys can sign up if you're interested. Okay, so I see Sherry, I think. So somebody's asking, do we do visitors visas as well? Yes, we do. So we do a wide range of immigration applications. So we're a full service immigration consulting firm. So we do offer, as there are some services that might be specialized based on where you're located, right? For example, if you're in Canada versus being outside Canada. But generally, we do permanent residence applications. So if you're looking to migrate to Canada and you want to apply for permanent residence, or you want to determine what program you may qualify for, how to apply, or you need assistance with actually making and submitting that application, that is something that we assist with. We do visitors visas, as you were asking about. Yes, we assist with visitors visa applications. So that's what they would call like a temporary resident visa. We do study permits. So we do a lot of study permit applications, especially in this year, where there has been a pause on some permanent residence programs, and a lot more people have been opting to come to Canada to work and study. So we do applications under that program as well. Just bear in mind that there are over 80 immigration programs, and there are some programs that might be available to those who are outside Canada, while there are others who are only available to those who are either in Canada or have been in Canada, meaning you have previously worked or studied in Canada. So we are able to assist with virtually all programs, but not everyone will be eligible for all programs, right? So it's just a matter of determining your eligibility and then going from there. So we do permanent residence as well as temporary residence applications. So if that's something that interests you, we generally start off with a consultation. That consultation can be scheduled on our website at nccanaDaimmigration.com. So that's nccanaDaimmigration.com. Or you can send us an email to info@nccanaDaimmigration.com, and we can assist you from there. I saw somebody was asking about the levels of service as well. And so I just want to point out that we do what they call full representation, where we're able to assist you with the entire process. And we also offer application guidance as well. So this means that you will be doing your application, but maybe you know what you're doing, but you need some sort of professional guidance or advice, because when you're going through the immigration process, it can be stressful. You'll have I can tell you, you'll have a ton of questions. Even after you have, you've probably submitted your application before, you may not be hearing from IRCC. You might be wondering what's happening. There will be a ton of questions along the way. So we do provide application guidance as well for those who are looking to maybe go through the process themselves, but they need some sort of professional help. So, yeah, that's that. Stacey, I'm not sure I follow your question. If I've noticed any change in the approval and or denial, not sure what you're asking there. We'll have to clarify that. Any information on that province? Which province? I'm not sure which province that is, Raquel. Yeah, you can email us. I need some special attention in my case, you can send us an email. We'll see if we can help you. What about drivers? Drivers are, so like if you're a truck driver, New Brunswick is definitely a place to look as well. They actually had a transportation industry recruitment event recently, so you may have missed that. So the same website, just keep abreast of what's happening, keep checking it. They're always having different virtual recruitment drives, and it's from at different times. It will be for different occupations, right? So you just have to pay attention to that. But and then the next province that is really big on recruiting drivers is British Columbia, right? So okay, if I have a 2-year program, when can I sign up for PR? It's not as clear cut. It's not. That's not something that I can say. It's gonna be. It's gonna look different for each person. So I would really have to take a closer look at what you're doing, where you will be, what experience you have so far, and that would help to ascertain when you can actually apply for PR. Okay, so send us an email, and then we could maybe look more into that. We've done a ton load of study permits this year. We've done a lot, and I can tell you we have only had one single refusal, and I won't disclose any details on that because of course it's privileged client information. But of all the applications that we have done all year, and we have done a lot. But on the flip side, I've also seen a lot of people who have come to us after getting their study permit refused. So I've actually seen a lot. I can tell you we're waiting on about, right now, we're waiting on over 20. Okay, yeah. So we're waiting on over 20 case notes, and these are notes for persons who have come to us who have received a visa refusal, so like a study permit refusal. And of course, generally, if there is a refusal, one of the first things that we'll have to do is to get your case notes from the visa office. So we'll have to request that, and then that will help to inform what we do going forward. So if you take that risk to, because a study permit is a very complex application, right? It's a very highly discretionary application. So a lot of care has to go into the preparation. I always say that the study permit application starts at the time of choosing your program, right? So you have to take great care when you are applying for such an application. And I would not recommend taking on something like that by yourself. Even if you don't want a full representation, at least get some sort of professional guidance. That would be my recommendation. I have seen a lot of refusals, and that's from persons who have done the application themselves, or some of them may have gone to other immigration representatives who they see the fees. The fees are relatively low, and so of course they jump on it. But you have to see the value in what you're getting, right? If you're going with someone, an immigration representative, and you're not familiar with their success rates, or you have not seen any client testimonials, or stuff like that, you have to be mindful of. So some of them may have gone with other representative, and some of them may have done it themselves, but I have definitely seen quite a bit. Just know that once there's a refusal, it gets a lot more difficult when you're ready to apply again, if you choose to do so. There are, of course, a number of different options available, but it does get more expensive, and it is a lot more difficult. So bear that in mind. You always want to do an application like this right the first time. Do it right the first time. You don't want to have a strike against your name when you're ready to apply again for something else because of that previous refusal, right? And some of these, when I look at the notes, they could have been avoided. Honestly, they could have been avoided. So that would be my advice to anyone that's looking to apply for a study permit, looking to come to Canada to study and work. Do get professional advice and guidance before taking that leap. All right. So it will only save you time and money. Believe me on that. All right, guys. I think that's all that I have time for today. And like I said, if any of you are in that situation, send us a DM. I see the question was asked on Instagram, send us a DM or send us an email to info@nccanadaimmigration.com, and we'll see how best we can help you guys. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you guys next week. Take care.